This channel is made possible by viewers like you. My viewers, subscribers, and patrons greatly help to keep this channel going. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all of you. Please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any uploads. And if you'd like to go the extra mile, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you'll get access to what I'm working on, previews of upcoming content, and even early videos, along with other tier options for those that are interested. Thank you, and now on to the video. So I just started playing the Alone in the Dark remake, and it's really good. It seems to lift some of its inspiration from Capcom's Resident Evil remakes, like many horror games nowadays. Well, I guess since the original Alone in the Dark inspired the original Resident Evil, now elements from the remake are seen here. It's kind of funny how it's come full circle like that. Either way, this game is good. I do have a confession though. I never played any of the original Alone in the Dark games. Back on the PS3, there was a sequel that was made, and while it was very janky and honestly even broken in some areas, it was a title that I still really liked. This new game is nothing like that old one. It's slower, moody, and very weird and full of atmosphere. This does feel like a title that, with March being so overstuffed with new games, that Alone in the Dark might be getting a bit buried. It certainly deserves more attention. Now I have mentioned this before, but I love when a title can just grab the player right out of the gate. Even better when we are given a nice amount of meaningful gameplay to go along with it. Here we have an opening cutscene. We're going to visit an uncle, a private investigator is tagging along, and everything is just a little bit weird. Following this, you are in control. Much of the opening has you exploring, looking at, and listening to various clues. Some of these can be pretty extensive, with a few pages of dialogue to provide to the player. Yes, these are kind of like audio logs, but I like that all of these text-based clues do have that audio option too. While there isn't much action at the start, I love how you're just taking in this place. It allows you to soak it all up and really become a part of this location, almost like it's a character itself. This effectively works to build up the mystery of our story and honestly the place that you're in within this game. You can also choose between two main leads. From what I understand, there is some differences between the two of these, with some weapons and a few areas and cutscenes within the game. Combat features a mixture of shooting and melee. I do like the combat. While it does have some jank to it, honestly the entire game has some jank to it as well. It can even be charming too. Even this early on, I have noticed some issues and even jank to the experience. One being that the cutscene seems to have some type of stuttering that pop up here and there. Along with this, there are graphical issues that pop up, with them being kinda distracting. I even got stuck within the environment towards the start and had to use the dodge to get out of it. Much of this stuff seems like things that can eventually get patched and improved on, including the overall performance. Melee can be pretty clunky, even though some of the gore that's related to those kills are pretty fun. I like the shooting, and the game isn't afraid to place enemies in positions to sneak up on the player. Alone in the Dark starts out right, gets the player quickly interested into the game, and gives them plenty of reasons to keep going. Sure, it has some jank and rough edges, but in my experience, some of my favorite games have this as well. Have you played or are interested in the Alone in the Dark remake? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're interested in being notified of new videos, please hit the subscribe button and bell. And if you would like to support the channel and get early access to content, please check out my Patreon. All of the links will be at the end of this video and within the description. And thank you very much for watching.